Hey guys, welcome to a new week and a new writing vlog. It is the second full week of Camp NaNoWriMo, and I am still working on the same novel I've been working on since February. So let's get right into the writing vlog. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Nicole Wolf, and I am a paranormal romance writer and historical time travel romance writer for the sake of this challenge during Camp NaNoWriMo now. This is actually something I've been working on since February 1st. I've been doing the 90 Days to Your Novel challenge, and my goal is to finish the first draft by the end of April. Is my goal. I have been tweaking those goals though. I gave you guys a rough estimate of my word count at the end of the last writing vlog. I will leave that up in the cards in case you guys haven't had a chance to see it and want to check it out. So I just wanted to give you guys a more accurate idea of the amount of words I've actually written in the draft. Now, keep in mind that unlike other people participating in Camp NaNoWriMo this month, I started drafting this project 2 weeks before Camp NaNoWriMo started. So I can't really give you a very good estimate of the amount of words I've just written during Camp NaNoWriMo. Maybe I can, but so far my total of just drafting since mid-March, the correct total word count for my first draft so far is 8,782 words, and that comes out to about 26 pages in paperback, which, and like I said, anybody who watched my last vlog, you will know this. I said that when I looked at my word count before, I was like, it said 21,000 words, and then it said like 65 pages or something like that in paperback, and my brain didn't register a big chunk of those pages wouldn't actually be in my first draft or in the book. So when I saw that number 65, I was like, oh my gosh, that's way too many pages just for Act 1. Like, I'm still writing Act 1 right now. It should not be at 65 pages because I know Act 1 usually is only about 10% of the book. Like 10 to 20% of the book, at 20% usually at the most. So when I saw that number, I was like my mind automatically did some like quick math. I was like, 65 would be 10% of over a 600 page book. And I was like, that is way too much. I know my books do not end up being 600 pages. I am not writing some giant epic fantasy novel that ends up being hundreds and hundreds of pages. So I was like, that's too much. I'm going to have to trim down Act 1 was what my initial thoughts was. And then I came in and I was like, wait a minute, I need to separate my folders. So, I will pop up a picture or a video, here to let you know what I kind of changed around in my Scrivener. So my Scrivener was originally organized by week, where I just opened a new folder in the draft for each new week of the challenge. So what I did now, so that I could actually get a more accurate count of how many words are in my first draft, is I moved all of the folders that were weeks 1 through 5 before we started drafting into a completely different folder outside of the draft folder. So that's kind of how I've just restructured it, just so I can separate my draft weeks from my brainstorming and outlining weeks. So anyway, now that it says I'm at 26 pages in my first act, because I'm not quite finished Act 1, but I'm really close to finishing Act 1. Like maybe a scene. So when I see the number 26, I'm like, okay, well, that makes more sense, because 26 is 10% of 260 pages. And my books usually haven't tended to go over 200 pages usually. So 26 pages is going to land somewhere between the 10 and 20% mark of the complete manuscript, is my assumption at the moment based on previous books that I've written. Now this is a completely different genre of book, so who knows, it could end up being shorter or longer. I'm not completely sure at the moment because the other books that I've written were all like vampire shifter romance books, whereas this is historical time travel. It has magic, more magic elements in it because of the witchcraft. So it could end up being shorter or longer. I'm not really sure because this is the first time I've delved into this particular niche within the romance genre. I did get some writing done this week. Not a whole lot. It is Wednesday. And I have sat down and written at least once. And that session happened late last night, right before bedtime, and I got my daily goal right now is 500 words. I'd like to get 500 words 4 to 5 times a week is like my beginning goal. And I did get 500 words last night. But I realized I actually got 551 words exactly. But what I did realize last night, so what I did was I was in bed, I was writing in bed, and I sat down and I said to myself, you cannot stop writing or go do something else until you reach your 500 word mark. Like, you need to reach 500 words. So I wasn't really paying attention to the time until I finished because I recorded it. So I'm sure you might be watching it right now that I recorded me sitting down and writing these 500 words. This one session, or some people will call it a sprint. It was a 45-minute sprint is what it ended up being. I did not realize how long it takes me to write 500 words. Like, it was a full 45 minutes. I did not realize that's how long it really takes me to write 500 words. I feel like that's a lot of time for only 500 words. I don't know if that's just me. I mean, I've heard of people saying like their average is like 1,000 words an hour. Mine apparently is not 500 words an hour. Mine apparently is 500 or mine is not 1,000 words an hour. Mine is like 500 words an hour. So anyway, that is something that I just realized last night when I decided that instead of doing a shorter sprint where I just set a timer and write until the timer goes off, say it's a 20-minute timer, I'll just write until the timer goes off, and then that's the end of my writing sprint until I start the next writing sprint. I instead told myself I had a word count I had to hit before I could get up and stop the writing sprint, is what I did instead. And that was how I figured out that it actually takes me about 45 minutes to write 500 words. At least in this instance it is. So that's kind of my plan going forward, is instead of me setting a timer in writing, I'm going to set a word goal and sit down and write. And I know what's going to happen. There are going to be times when it's going to take me a little less time to write 500 words, and there are going to be times where it takes me a little more time to write 500 words, because it depends on the scene. It depends how well you know what you're writing. If you have an idea of the scene already in your mind, all of that kind of stuff. Now, I am a planner, so I usually have a relatively good idea of what I want to write. At least the meat of the scene I have already in my mind. I know what the main beats of the scene are. That's kind of just a little revelation that I had while I was completing this first writing sprint of the week. and I was approaching it in a different way than I normally do. This is the first time I tried that. And I mean, I hit my 500 words in one sitting, which, I mean, it took me 45 minutes. That's true. It did take me 45 minutes to do it, but I hit my 500 word goal. I was able to do it all at one time. And normally, like, me hitting a 500 word goal could take me several sessions throughout the entire day. I'm not saying there won't be times when I have to do that, where I don't have a, you know, I'd have a hard time finding a full 45 minutes to an hour alone, uninterrupted, to just write. I happened to be able to do that last night, which was nice. So if I could try and make a more regular habit of getting my full hour in and doing all the writing at one time in one sitting, like I did last night, I feel like I would hit my goal more consistently, maybe, because I think that's part of my problem right now, is the fact that I know I'm trying to do it several times a day instead of just setting aside one time a day just to focus on writing. And I mean, I am a stay-at-home mom, and I have my son home with me. He's 4, so it's not like I have a lot of opportunities to set aside a big chunk of time to write right now, because I don't. However, I do know that will be changing, because he's going to be 5 in July, and that means he's going to school come the fall, which means I will have my kids, our elementary school only goes to school for about 6.5 hours. So they leave at 8 in the morning and they come back at 2:30 in the afternoon. So that's about 6.5 hours, but that's a big chunk of time compared to what I'm used to. So in my mind, I'm thinking, all right, Nicole, you have until fall to get yourself used to spending that much time on your writing, because you're not used to it right now. Right now, you're used to bits and pieces, you know, an hour this day, an hour 3 days later. You know, maybe if you're lucky, you'll get 2 hours in one day on the weekend when when my husband's home or whatever. But on a normal basis, I don't get that kind of time. So I know I need to work myself up to it, because there's no way I'm going to be able to go from spending 45 minutes to an hour a day, if I'm lucky, focusing on my writing, to now all of a sudden I'm going to try and do it for 6 hours a day every day of the week, like Monday through Friday. I know that I'm not going to be able to make that kind of jump right away. So I'm trying to get myself like slowly worked up to that level. So if you guys have any suggestions on how you think I could do that, and what the best approach for me kind of gradually adding more writing time to my schedule as I can, because I'm also, like I said, stay-at-home mom. Summer's coming, so now I'm going to have 2 kids at home during the day. So I mean, I do know that's going to be hard for me to do before they go to school in the fall. But I'd like to try and get myself maybe up to at least double what I'm used to at the moment, which is no more than about an hour a day. So if I could just get myself up to maybe trying consistently writing 2 hours a day and 1,000 words instead of 500, I feel like that would kind of at least give me a nudge in the right direction. So that I'm at a point where that 6 hours a day, you know, I might actually have a chance of getting a good, decent amount of writing done when both of my kids are in school. Okay, guys, so I think I rambled on enough in this clip. It's like 15 minutes long. And this is only the first clip. So I'm going to go get some stuff done, and I will check in with all of you guys later.
Hey guys, welcome to Monday. Yes, Monday. Because I did not get around to vlogging much at all this week. I only wrote 750 some words, I think. Because I wrote the 500 words that I already told you about, and then I wrote one more time, but I only got about 251 words that time. So, yeah. So that's about all I have to update you guys on. I filled in my little chart, which is why I made this chart, so I could actually see what I get accomplished in my habits. So, blue is writing, which you can see I'm not accomplishing very much writing. Yellow is exercise, and green is social media. So apparently, social media needs to take a back seat. So anyway, it's Monday and it's time to close out this vlog. And I apologize that there really was only one day of vlog clips available, because that's all I vlogged was that one day. So in total, my project, I shouldn't say my project, my draft, my first draft, which I am trying to get done by the end of April, which is not going to happen if I keep, you know, only writing 750 words a week. I mean, get your stuff together there, Nicole. Anyway, so I am up to, I did cross the 9,000 word mark. I'm still at 26 paperback pages though. So I didn't, apparently 750 words doesn't change that number very much. Anyway, so that's what I got done this week as far as writing goes. I did get some other stuff done, like my book cover. Oh my gosh, this book cover is taking up so much of my time. I literally spent all day on Saturday working on this book cover, because I'm doing my book cover myself. And don't get me wrong, I enjoy learning the process. I've been learning book cover design and graphic design for years now, a couple of years, like 3-4 years probably. I've been working on cover design. One of these days I'm going to do a video on my progress in learning cover design, and I'll like go through my different iterations of different covers I've done over the years. I'm sure you will all see how much of a difference a couple of years of learning and practice will do for a cover. So anyway, I did spend a lot of time on my book cover this week. I also spent quite a bit of time with other like domestic things that needed to be accomplished, like moving my computer. I still need to move my desk. I had to move my desktop computer into the living room and all that stuff. You know, chores, laundry, dishes, cooking, always with the cooking, which then creates more dishes. Anyway, and I also had to mow the grass on Sunday, yesterday, and we had family dinner. So, like, things happened. Not like I was like doing nothing. Instead, I was just doing things other than writing, unfortunately. Okay, guys, so that is everything that I did this week. I got y'all caught up. I apologize that I did not have more vlogging clips and more writing updates for you. That's kind of just what happens when I don't have a lot of writing that happens in a week when I'm doing other things. Like I said, I do want to do a video on that book cover since I have been spending a lot of my time on that. So, if you guys are interested in the book cover video, make sure to leave a comment down below. Let me know that that's something you're looking forward to. I'm also planning, hopefully, on doing a video on finding an editor and working with an editor and all that stuff, since I am currently in that process at the moment. I am awaiting feedback from my editor as we speak. So, that is all that I have for you guys this week. If you like this video, make sure to hit that like button and the subscribe and the little bell. That helps out my channel, and it also helps you guys out because it lets YouTube know that you like these kind of writing videos, writing vlog videos, and it will tell YouTube to give you those kind of recommendations and videos in your YouTube feed. Also, make sure to check out all the links down below. I have links to the Facebook group. I have links to all of the books that I'm using during this writing challenge, which includes Save the Cat, 90 Days to Your Novel, and Romancing the Beat. They are all down there. I also have links to the live stream playlist that I use when there are writing sprints, when I have time to actually join those live streams, like participate in them. I also have all of my social media links down there as well. And that's everything from me, guys. I will talk to everybody in my next video. Bye!